Well, hello there guys, welcome to a gameplay slash first look video on Way of Defector. This is a really interesting game created by a South Korean team about a North Korean trying to escape through China to any of the neighboring countries to get away. What a lot of people don't know is that a lot of North Korean defectors actually run away into China, and unfortunately, since China has a pretty cozy relationship with North Korea, and also because they don't want any other refugees, they'll usually send them back, which results in death by firing squad. I do want to get the sound right here on the game. The actual setup screen looks pretty stale. You know, there's not a lot here. Once you actually get into the game, it's quite fun, quite fascinating. So we're going to go ahead and start a new game, and we are going to use the help window so you guys can see it. I've played the game before, but it's still pretty challenging. So here we go, guys. Okay, so basically, before we can unlock these other characters, we have to unlock Kim Yong-sung. Born in a poor home, he did anything and everything to make a living, but as the North Korean March of Hardship began, he risked his life and crossed the Domangang River for survival. And you can see all of his stats, his HP, hunger, etc. Another thing to consider is you can actually get wounded during the game. You can also, of course, be detained. And this is the map. The map, I think, is one of the strongest parts of this game. I mean, the idea behind it is very strong because I've never heard of a game where a North Korean has to defect. But the map itself is incredible. And what you need to do is take these roads through China, basically to get to South Korea. To do that, we need to find a broker. And there's a lot of different ways to locate them. We have some action phases, etc. But it all comes down to certain situations. So your journey is going to be different every single time, but you can see there's so many different ways of approaching it. And basically, you need to avoid border guards. You need to make money by actually having jobs. You need to get, of course, food in your system. You need to rest, and you need to find the broker as well. Now, this area has a commissar in it. Well, not really a commissar, but a sort of a police officer that would take me back to Korea. So I'm just going to move. And in this case, I'm going to use my walking to move. I'm just going to move on foot and try to get to Yangon, this city right here. So let's go. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, there's a border guard here in Yangon. We've arrived at the destination. He's not messing with us right now. Oh, wait a minute. We have to also be careful with our hunger. So the hunger gauge basically can only be refilled when you're resting. That's something we definitely want to do it when we can. And that's very, very important. So we could have worked in this city, but if we do, we're going to have to deal with this border guard. You can only work in cities. You can't work in towns. This is one of the few ways that we can basically make money. So I'm going to try. But of course, with our low skills, there is a high chance we will get caught. So public security officers are present where you are. They're an obstacle. And when you try to do anything in a city with a public security officer besides move, you're going to have to try to get past them. So here we go. If a 5 or 6 come out, it's a success. If not, we might go to jail and be imprisoned. Okay, we got very lucky there, guys. I've also turned the sound effects down for this game. But of course, you can hear the dice rolling, things like that when you play. And it looks like we got away from this guy. And we actually, let's see. Okay, there we go. Saw the announcement at the workplace. Let's roll. Hopefully we get some money today. 6 and a 5, that's got to be a nice bonus. And a 6. Total wage earned 6. So basically, we finished our work safely. We didn't get injured. And we also did a pretty good job there. Now, I don't want to mess with that border guard again, so I'm going to keep on moving. In fact, I'm going to try to make it to the town. So let's try to move. And we can actually move by bus. This is a better way, a faster way to move, of course, but it costs money. I just want to get to this town right here. Let's get there immediately. Okay, we see a public security officer on the way. Pass by pretending like you didn't see anything. Awesome. So these things do occur occasionally. The public security officers will, of course, want to take you into jail, but this time they really didn't notice me, just ignored me. I acted like a person from China, and I guess they bought it. Feeling anxious about the increasing number of North Korean defectors, the public security additionally raised the threat level concerning the North Korean defectors. My goodness, we've got to be careful. And actually, I was wrong. I said you couldn't work in towns. I guess you can work in towns. But what we need to do now is we need to follow up on our inquiry, and we probably need to rest too. The hunger is actually, hunger is becoming a problem. So I'm going to rest. And let's just do a regular rest. While we do that, we have to right-click to eat the food. I know it's a little weird. Eat the other bit of food. You've got to remember that right-click thing. That actually really messed me up when I started the game, and I was getting really annoyed. I thought it was a bug, but that's the only time you can eat. So there we go. 5. We didn't have any loss of HP, but that's pretty good. And if you guys take a look at our skills, we had temporarily actually gained some skills there, so that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, this is what doesn't exist in towns, is a store. For the store, we have to get to the city, and considering that we're running out of food, we probably want to get to the city pretty soon. We're in a very unpopulated area, as you can see here, as we get into the mountains, and I don't see any cities besides Baishan. Now, there are other ways to get food, namely scouring the mountains, things like that, but it's not the best way to go about things. I might have to go back to Yambyang. Yup. Okay, we see a tree with fruit that seems edible. We're definitely going to try and pick the fruit, but we could end up hurting ourselves by doing this. 5, nice. Ooh, we got some food. Beautiful. And right now, this is the animation for food. I do wish they had like a few different animations, but it seems to just kind of look like a dumpling of sorts. We've arrived at the destination, and from here, public security officer's turn. He might try to question us. So I do want to do an inquiry here, but I also want to go to the store. So we've got 10, but we're going to have to deal with the public security officer, and he's got 3 dice. Okay, there's a 6. He's got a 6 too. We succeeded in moving covertly. So when you tie with them, you do get past them. So we're here at the store, and there are certain city items that you could purchase. Glasses, stuff like this. It increases your focus. Suits, which increase all stats in cities. I mean, pretty cool stuff, to be honest, but we want food. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this for 2 yuan, I believe is the correct term. We're going to go ahead and buy some food. Oh, maybe they only have 1. Or maybe I have to drag it? There we go. So I don't like that. That's the right-click thing. You basically have to right-click to select something. Let's get another one. This one will restore 2 hunger. But, of course, now we're out of money, and we probably need to do some work pretty soon here. So let's get out of here. Let's see if we can increase the sound, and maybe it won't change much. We're going to leave. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my ability. This is going to increase +1 to each 2 random stats a day. And I didn't realize that that was going to actually require me to deal with the security officer. Uh-oh. This is bad news, guys. We are now under detention. Now, our chances of escape are greatly diminished, and we need to try and get away from this predicament. This could end the game, to be honest. You know, we need to find a way out of the camp, and that doesn't always work. So, we don't know knowledge of the broker's information. They disappeared without interest. That means we failed their first test. That's not good. As you can see, he's bringing us back to Jumen. Come on, give us another chance. Okay, we're gonna try to escape on the way to the camp. It's all about luck, guys. And no, they got us. I believe we are gonna be sent back to North Korea. There's also an intensified crackdown going on. Now we've got 2 public security officers on us. Okay, we have 1 more chance, guys. Okay, we got a 5, but they got a 6. We successfully escaped. So we got lucky there. But as you can see, we lost so much. We're starving, essentially. We could die of hunger right now. We need to rest. We need to rest. So I'm going to try to do a hiding rest here. And begin to eat immediately. Get that hunger level up or away. And while hiding and resting, we see someone nearby who's looking around nervously. From his appearance, he appears to be a North Korean defector. I think maybe we should help him. Let's see what happens. 4 dice, rather. Amazing. We arrived. The North Korean defector thanked you, helping and offered you his money and items. We got 2 money and 1 random item, a 4-leaf clover. Decreases the dice gauge speed during today when used any time. Very cool, guys. But of course, now we are all the way back at the beginning. That's how this game works. I mean, getting out of here is not easy. I think now I'm going to look for information, so I'm going to do an inquiry here and try to find information about the broker. So let's go ahead and do a broker inquiry. We're using 2 action points to do that. At a center that helps North Korean defectors. Okay. So we're trying to get to the center. Nope. We searched, but we couldn't find it. And of course, you waste a lot of turns when you do that. And we need to work now. We need some money. But we only have 1 point here. We did find a job. But we only have 1 dice. And we have to get a good roll. Or 2 dice. Here we go. Not bad, not bad. We got 4. And actually, we might be able to visit the store tomorrow. Because we're getting hungry. And oh, those public security officers are moving, guys. No, we can't visit the store. It's just a town. It's not a city. Oh, boy. Okay, what to do, what to do. I have to rest. So I'm just going to do a very short nap. And we'll use the 4-leaf clover as well. Alright, wasn't a very good rest, but hey, we got some food in us, that's what's important. And of course we want to move to the city. So let's go to Yanbun. We're passing a few security guards as we go. Sure enough, one of them spotted us. He may have known us from earlier, and neither of us won. So we actually got past them, cool. A second one, uh-oh. Oh, and I think he's taking us back to the camp, guys. We're detained again. So this is how challenging the game is. And a lot of the times, like, if we had gone off-road, off the beaten path into these mountains, we probably would have gotten away from a lot of security guards. But interesting. So apparently we were released. That was weird. Okay. Roll. No, that's not good. Okay, once again, we're trying to escape. Nope. And they beat us. They beat me up for trying to escape, guys. Oh my goodness, all ones. We continue to move. So they're kind of like moving us in between each other. And we're getting hunger. We have fatigue because they're basically just like force marching us. They're not even sending us back to North Korea right now. But somehow we got away. Wow. That being said, we need food desperately, and I think we're actually about to starve. So we need to get to this city immediately. Let's go ahead and move on foot, but we have no money. My goodness, they took all our money. Okay, well, let's try to make it. Try to survive another day. All right, let's work, guys. And luckily there are no security officers here. Alright, so this work is very strenuous, but I am going to apply for it. It's extremely difficult, so it's probably going to give us fatigue, but I hope we succeed here. We need the money. We did not get enough money, guys. Now we have depression. We did get 2 yuan, and actually we have 10 yuan. Silly me. We might be able to survive here, but I'm not sure, guys. Go to the store. And let's get this food that's going to refill 3. This one will refill 4. Take that. And actually the food does look different, so shame on me. Okay. We're going to rest. Just a tiny little rest, that's all. Boom. Okay, so hopefully we're not suffering from that anymore. But our skills definitely fell because of the fatigue and the depression that we're facing. So this is, of course, you know, really hurting us. So hopefully we get a good rest here. But it looks like we're going to have to keep moving. I think we go to Antu next, but maybe we should inquire here. I'm going to inquire about the broker. Okay, 6. You succeed in figuring out information on the broker. Interesting. So we have a quest now. The agent who knows the broker. If you go to a place, you'll be able to meet an agent. So the town is going to actually be that one right there, which means we have to backtrack a bit. But we got to do what we got to do. So let's move on foot. We're definitely going to try to climb a tree and pick a fruit. Come on. Uh-oh. And now we have a leg injury. This is going to further slow us down. And let's go ahead and inquire. So this is where we're supposed to be able to meet the guy that will introduce us to the broker. But there's a lot of public security officers here, and they definitely just captured us once again. We are now detained with a leg injury, depression, and fatigue. And we've only made it, you know, the farthest we went was over here. And you can see this map is huge. We're taken to a defector camp. We're going to try to escape on the way to camp, of course. And I think we managed to. We've been very lucky, by the way, in this Let's Play, because usually I get sent to North Korea very, very quickly. So I'm quite surprised. And it looks like we're in the same city as well. So once again, I want to inquire about the broker. We won that one. Oh, the agent. No. So wait a minute. No, it's a different town. It's all the way over here. This is not very clear. So it's that town. Okay, that I wish we had known that before. Thanks. We're hungry, but we need to work. So I'm going to go ahead and get a real job here. Of course, we have to keep fighting the public security officers. We managed to get through that one. Oh no, 2 of them rolled a 6. We are detained once again, guys. And you can see over here on the right, we of course have the quest. I didn't expect this gameplay to last this long, guys, but since I'm surviving, I'm going to keep going. And I'm really liking this game. I think that a lot could be added, but it's quite fun. It's quite entertaining. It's definitely action-packed. Terrifying, and I want to get better at it. It kind of reminds me like Oregon Trail from Hell, basically. Trying to escape North Korea through China, and having the threat of being sent back, you killed, your entire family killed, etc. And you can see with all the public security officers here, I think my luck may have run out. I'm also extremely hungry. Once again, we're going to try to escape. No luck, but the enemy didn't have any luck either, so we managed to get away, just barely. However, we are right on the precipice of starvation. I'm going to work here. Of course, we're going to have to face the public security officers, but we have no choice. We have absolutely no money. We do have a little bit of food. During a break, a Chinese person approaches and starts talking in Chinese. Let's try your best to communicate. We must have learned some Chinese. No, it didn't work. The surroundings are noisy, then people pay attention to this place. You saw the people coming and left from the workplace. Oh, that's terrible. That's really bad. We have no yuan. We do have 1 food, but once again, we can't work. I'm gonna have to rest. We'll do a hiding rest here. And eat the food on the way, so we at least have a little food in our stomachs. And I think, oh my god, how did that happen? It switched. We had to evade public security officers, so we didn't have a very good rest. So now we're still very hungry. But there's not much we can do. And now they have 2 public security officers here. They just spotted us. Oh boy. Okay, we got away. But they're going where we're trying to go, which is really frustrating. We're going to try to work again, guys. And this time we're putting everything into this work. So let's go ahead. We found a job announcement. No security guards here. So hopefully we make a lot of money during this job. $6. That's got to be good. Total wage earned only 4. That's barely enough to buy anything. And as you can see, our health is suffering now from the hunger. Uh-oh. We've been taken prisoner! It's interesting they don't always take your money, but they usually do. We have lost consciousness and fallen, guys, and this is one of the many possible deaths. I'm not going to tell you what the other ones are, but I think you can guess. Obviously, being deported to North Korea is a possibility, and something does happen when you get deported there. But if you guys like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share. I also want to dedicate this video to all of the victims of North Korean prison camps in North Korea in general. Terrible, terrible regime, and I'm really proud of the team that made this game because it's a very niche topic, and they went way out there to make this, and I'm really having fun with it. So a huge thank you to the team. And if you guys want to see some more of this game, like I said, hit the like button, comment down below, share, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We've got a bunch of strategy games here. You're bound to find another that you like. Thanks again, guys. Take care.